ahead and record this though, you guys, so anybody can listen back. I know there were several that I texted with saying that, like Angelin's on an airplane, and anyway, lots going on. So it's May. May is a crazy month, which is why I don't know if you guys saw that I wanted to kind of talk about how to increase your attendance at your shows. I think I'm sensitive to that topic, especially in May, because things are so busy that I do find a reduction in attendance because you're competing with the orchestra concert, the 6th grade graduation, tonight it's the 4th grade program, and the spring game. Like, I mean, it's just so much going on, at least if you're in that demographic, but even if you're not, like my mom comes and watches these events. So, people just get affected by May. So we're going to talk about like how to increase your attendance. But I wanted to first talk about kind of some of the like Park Lane housekeeping is what I call it, which is, don't forget, it's Wednesday. So if you have got shows to close and you want to be paid Friday, close those shows tonight so that you can, in fact, I just remembered one I got to close. Oh my gosh, let me write that down. Close show for summer. Okay. And then remember, we've got one more week. This was a crazy month because it's 5 weeks. So we have one more week to earn your rich rewards, levels 2 through 6. So keep that in mind. Maybe go and peek where your sales are at. What do you want to be at? Do you want to earn, 1,500, or not earn 1,500, but sell 1,500 to earn buy one, get one catalog? Do you want to get to the $2,500 marker and earn those Katy Perry earrings? Speaking of Katy Perry, I've been watching American Idol with my daughter, and she is a hoot. She's one of the judges. But anyway, those Katy Perry earrings are level 3 for $2,500, and then level 4 is selling $4,000. And then you get 300 and free. And then level 5 is sponsoring 2 and getting them qualified within the month, and it's another 300. So, and then level 6 is sponsoring 4. I don't think we have anybody on the team that's done that this month. So anyways, but just know you've got one more week and it's not too late. If you haven't seen, the Treasure Tribe as a greater whole has created a mock Memorial Day online sale. And if you haven't been invited to that, or at least maybe you've been invited but you haven't seen your notification, I am going to do it on Monday night. I'm going to do it in my VIP page because I haven't done that yet. There are so many ways you can do it, but the last time we did this as a team, I can't remember if it was, I don't feel like it was Easter. What was the holiday before Easter? I can't even think of what it was.
The New Year's?
We did New Year's, and that was the first time we did it, and it was so successful that like Scott Levine was calling Tish going, oh my God, y'all need to do this like once a month. And we kind of felt like that was maybe a little too often, but we could be wrong. So, but anyway, I'm going to do it Monday night because after barbecues and, hamburgers and all that throughout the weekend, people will probably be on their couch. So I'm going to do an online sale on Monday evening. So I encourage all of you, if you're wanting extra sales, I know Kathy, you're going to be in London, but if you're wanting extra sales, to jump on that and make sure you're included in that mock event and go ahead and use it to help you get to those next levels. And earn commission, duh. But the other thing is, don't forget about Founders Month. So we've got those, I think it's called is it the Dreamers? I forget the name. Ocean something. Necklace, Oceanside earrings and necklace that you can earn. If you sell 3,000 in May, which we had 5 weeks, you can earn the earrings. If you sell 6,000, you can earn the earrings and the necklace. Okay. And they are valued at like $110 each. So that's really awesome. So if you get to that $3,000 level, not only are you earning those earrings, you're earning the Katy Perry earrings, plus at a 30% commission rate, that's like $1,000 that you put in your pocket this month. So it's huge. So anyway, The other thing is, do not forget, you guys, about convention recognition. So let's see, Emily's here. Emily hasn't been to a convention yet. Karen's going to convention. I know Emily's going. She's like recruiting the whole restaurant at our meetings. She's like, who's going to Chicago? Who's going? I'm like, I love you, Emily. I know Kathy's going too. So we've got the girls here on the phone that are going. But you guys, since none of y'all have been before, the convention recognition is so special. Like, I've never experienced anything like it. I was with Karen and I were both with another jewelry company before. The recognition at Park Lane is insanely inclusive, and it's not giant levels to get recognized. Now, your team members that aren't going, they can also earn the convention recognition, but they just get shipped those items. So, which is nice. Okay. So they don't feel like, the thing is it's giving them those carrots to work toward. So these ballet earrings, which I printed this in black and white, but when you submit 5,000 in sales in the convention earning period, which is 4 months, okay, that's not super, super difficult. You're going to get those earrings. When you submit 7,500, you're going to get that gorgeous necklace, and every one of you walks across the stage. Like, it's funny, I had a new stylist come in February, Kathy Pfizer. She's a teacher, so she never can get on this call. She'll be able to once school's out. But she had sold like 6,000, but she'd only been a stylist for like 2 months. And she came and she's like, oh my God, I cannot believe that I'm walking across the stage. Like, I'm brand new. I mean, she was just so dumbfounded. Okay, Emily, you're asking the contest dates. So the contest dates are Thursday, April 25th through Wednesday, July 10th. Okay, so Thursday, April 25th through Wednesday, July 10th. Then the top 50 get this beautiful pendant. I feel like, though, okay, here's the other thing. Consistency, you guys. Submitting a minimum of $300 in sales every week for 9 of those 11 weeks, you get this beautiful bracelet. I mean, it looks like a Cartier knockoff. I wouldn't be surprised if that thing at Cartier was $7,500. If you sponsor 2 team members that get qualified, you get this ring. And then, okay, then the top 10 people are recognized for sponsoring. So anyways, I wanted to point those things out so that you know and your team members know that they have access to these wonderful things, and they do not have to be at convention. But let me just say this, and Emily, I might have you chime in, even though you're going to think I'm crazy for asking you, or Karen, because you've been to other conventions. The benefits to going to convention are beyond explainable. Like, until you're there in that environment, hearing from Scott Levine, the directors of training, to Shirley Levine's going to be there. I've never met her. It's just not explainable. To hearing the success stories of the ladies that are at every level within the company, every shape, every size, every demographic, like, it makes you realize that this business doesn't come in one package. Like, there are so many ways that you can do this business successfully, but you'll walk away so inspired. And Park Lane spoils us for the price. I think it's $150-ish. Okay. I did early registration. I can't remember exactly how much it is. $150, $154. If anybody remembers, share. But what's insane about that is that gets you a 4-course dinner. The final night is our gala. It is a sit-down, full-on dinner. Like, unbelievable. So I've just never experienced that. So you're going to absolutely love it. So try to really encourage your people to go, because they won't want to miss again. And now we know we're not going to have another one for another year. So, okay. Any questions on any of that stuff, you guys? Oh, I was going to ask Emily or Karen, do either one of you want to share, like, how it was for you going to a convention with a company at direct sales, or Emily, why you're so passionate about getting your people to go?
Yes, I've done other direct sales, and I've done lots of real estate conventions over the 10 years that I've done real estate. They're also always very empowering, and you go away motivated to keep on going, because sometimes you get into a slump.
Yep.
And even going to these once a year, you meet different people that you can connect with, while you're back at your house, whether it's in the United States or other countries, and you can reach out to them, or they reach out to you, or you remember each other. And it really helps through those times when things get slow, or you're feeling unmotivated. It's more relationship building and knowing that other people are going through the same thing you are, and you can reach out to them at any time. That's always been inspiring for me. And then just hearing the direction that the company is going in. I think that's important, to know where the future is, and to know that we have leadership that is seeing the bigger picture to take us in that direction to, whatever the jewelry trends are coming for, the summer or the fall, or even for into next year, and being able to kind of plan our business accordingly. All of that is, a true help. In regards to my team, I'm a new stylist. As of today, I have one of my ladies qualified. She's submitting her show this afternoon. And so I'm super excited about that. My second lady, she's about halfway there. And my third lady, she just received her kit today, but she already has 800 in sales.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes, without even a kit. So I'm super excited, but I've challenged all three of them to qualify by the end of this month, and to take them along with me, because I think it's important that we support each other. And I think it's important that as we, go through the quote unquote work part of it, that there's also the fun part. So that's why I'm so passionate about getting everybody that can, or, that even has the remote idea of going to Chicago. I'm all about getting everybody there, because who doesn't like a good party, right?
Well, and you just made a very good point. You have to have fun amongst the work. And because we work alone, when you start building, that's honestly why I wanted to start these calls, because I felt like we could all kind of get to know each other more than you can just through Facebook. But the more you feel a part of a community, or a part of something that you're like, that was so fun, I don't want to not go again. Like, I don't want to not be a part of that group. The more your people and you will stay engaged. So you're absolutely right. I haven't thought about it like that, but that is so true. So Emily, thank you so much.
Yes.
I took notes. Karen, is there anything you want to share?
I guess I loved going to those. I mean, I really do. And I feel like you make more money afterwards. Like, you're super, like what Emily was saying, you're super motivated. But I think going to those conventions, you literally make more money, unless, you can stay home and not go and kind of watch the sidelines or whatever, but you really can make more money. And friends, I love that part. Like, friends that you make for years and years. Really.
Karen, do you think Teresa would go?
What?
Do you think Teresa would go?
Frozen. What'd you say?
Sorry. Can you hear me? Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
Am I back?
I can hear you.
Okay. Do you think Teresa would go?
I haven't asked her yet, but I think she would. She's, we've been together.
Well, let her know, because I'm going to look up real quick, y'all, the price again, so that you've got it in your head. Because, hold on. Unless somebody remembers off the top of your head, chime in. But I don't know why I can't remember.
Maybe one. I don't know either.
I think, well, it's not here. I'll find it and I'll post it in our group. But I think it would be so great. And the cool thing about our convention, y'all, and then I'll move on to our topic today, but is that when we as a treasure tribe hit our team goal of attendees, which also includes spouses, okay, because they're way into getting your spouse involved. So lots of spouses attend, but we get to, they did this last time, I'm sure they're going to do it again. You get to go to our Sparkle Vault, and you get a retired piece or a vaulted piece. And when you get to pick it out, it's like so fun. It's like a feeding frenzy. It's just an absolute blast. So anyways, okay. So I wanted to share a little bit about, attendance and increasing your attendance at your shows. And so my hope is that this will help you, as well as you being able to help team members when they come to you. Like this happened this morning. I woke up at 6:30, or not, I woke up earlier, but I was up at about 6:30. I got a text message. I'm on a thread of a little team on our team. And one of the girls was like, I don't know what to do. I have one person confirmed for my show tonight. Her hostess has one person, and, should we cancel? What should we do? So, and then I had Danielle Skaggs, who usually is on this call, but she had a show yesterday that was $150 in sales. And trust me, my sales per show this May have been lower than they were in April. It's May. It's just getting attendance. But there are so many things that you can do to help your attendance, and you really do have a hand in it, even though sometimes we think it's out of our hands. So first thing first, this morning when I got that text, I immediately asked Laura, is her name. I was like, okay, Laura, how many people did your hostess invite? And she came back and said 14. So right there, I know that is not enough people in order to get the attendance that you want. So I try to get 8 to 10 to 12 women together, because I want to get them to those 10 orders so they get the 400 and free, right? Like, who would not want to do that and then walk away going, I love being a Park Lane hostess. It is like crazy lucrative. So that's my goal. In order to do that, I have found that you have to have your hostess invite 30 to 40 plus people. Okay, thanks, Emily, 159. 30 to 40 plus people, because the reality is you're going to get about a fourth attending, okay? So when I'm coaching my hostess, I will tell her, here's an idea I have for you. Like, you don't want to just think about your best friends when it comes to inviting, because often that's who they think of. They think of like their sister, their cousin, their mother-in-law. I'm thinking about my show last night. It was the mother-in-law's sister, the grandmother-in-law, the mother, the neighbor across the street, and a coworker, okay? So you really want to help her think outside the box. And I will usually say, my advice is, because I want to get you to that 400 in free. I want to get you those 10 orders. So I kind of put it on her. I want to do this for you. So it's not like, will you do this for me? I want to earn money. I want to do this for you. So my suggestion is to invite at least 30 to 40 people, because you're going to get about a fourth of the people there. That's just kind of a numbers game. So my suggestion is, and then you tell her who to invite, you guys. You give her those ideas. Now, you may know her, and you may know, okay, she, has kids in soccer. She goes to church. She works out at CrossFit, so then you would say, okay, Julie, I have some ideas. I know your kids are involved in soccer. What if you included all the soccer moms? Like, even if it was from a team last year, what if you included all the moms? Of course, not the ones you don't know, but the ones that you do know. And then what about if you included those ladies at church? I know you do the Wednesday Bible study, so that would be a good excuse to invite them. And then, I know you do CrossFit. So what if you invited, those people that you love hanging out with at CrossFit? And then I typically say, this is an excuse to get together with groups of people that maybe you're not inviting to your birthday party. Maybe you're not inviting to Christmas Eve dinner, but, you want to invite them, you still like them, and it's an excuse to get them together. So, can y'all hear me? It's telling me my connection is unstable. Are y'all there? Hello? Can you hear me? Shoot. Are you there? Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, I'm so sorry. I told Karen this before y'all got on. My internet.
I'm here.
Yes.
My internet has been down since last Thursday.
But it's in and out.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My internet has been out since last Thursday, so I'm using my hotspot. So don't even get me started on AT&T.
Yes.
Am I still in and out? Can y'all hear me? I'm going to move to a different part of the house. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Is that any better? Okay. Can y'all hear me?
It's better.
Is it better? Am I still kind of in and out though? Shoot. Shoot, y'all. I'm so sorry. Is that any better?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
I can
Okay. As long as you can hear me, I'll keep talking. You still hear me?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yes? Okay.
We're good. Keep talking.
I'll keep talking, and somebody type if you don't hear me. So I will tell my hostess, give her the suggestions on who to invite. The other thing they don't usually think of, y'all, that I always remind them of is neighbors. Okay? Neighbors are close, so there's less issue for traffic, for weather, all that stuff that comes up. The other thing is, and y'all are going to know exactly what I mean, and I literally tell my hostesses this, I'll say, neighbors are also nosy. They want to see everybody's house. And it's true. Like, I want to see the people across the street's house. I've never been in their house. So it's kind of a good excuse because they want to come see their house. So I always joke with them and say, include your neighbors. Okay. So the two things that I feel are really big nuggets in this are number one, well, I say three things. Number one, trying to talk versus text with your hostess. Like, the more you can actually verbalize something, you're going to get your point across. The inflection in your voice is going to be more powerful, more excited, more passionate than it is over text. The second thing is, give her a number. Tell her 30 to 40 people or more, or go big. And I sometimes will say, and trust me, you'll not have 40 people in your house. And if you do, you're going to be kissing me. So don't worry about it. And then the third thing is, give them ideas on who to include. It's so important because they're just going to think about those three people they work with, their best friend, their mom. I mean, I booked a show in the system yesterday and sent my evite out to my hostess, and I noticed she's only done 14 people. So you better believe I'm going to be calling her, and I'm not going to say you've only invited 14 people. What's wrong with you? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, what's her name? It doesn't matter. Melissa. Melissa, I'm so excited. Did you have any issues adding to the evite? No, I didn't. Okay. I know you've already added in there 14. I want you to know there's plenty of time between now and the show. My suggestion is kind of scour your phone, scour your brain, and think about, another 20 or so. I'd love to see you invite, 40, because I want to get you 10 orders so you get $400 in free. So do you see how I word that? It's not like, you dummy, or you loser, or, you don't have any friends. No, it's not that. I'm just trying to coach her in order to have her help herself. So it's not too late once they've added into the evite. That's why I love using the evite. I can see who they've invited, how many they've included. So any questions on this? Because I really feel this is so important. It's like literally, y'all, one of the most important things that you can learn in building your skills in this business, in party planning, because the more people you have at a show, the more you're going to make, the happier you're going to be, because you're going to feel like your time was uber valuable, and you're going to want to do more. I'll tell y'all a little something. I've been so impressed with what we can earn with Park Lane that I set a goal for myself April 1st, and this was kind of crazy, and I'm kind of tired, I'll be honest with you, 2 months of doing it. I set a goal for myself to sell $2,000 a week. And because I knew that with my commission rate, I could earn $1,000 a week. And I was like, okay, that would really be helpful to our family. I'm going to do this. Plus, it would fuel my pipeline with a lot of people. So I've done it. And it's very contagious because you do see that money coming in. And so I just know that when we, set our sights high and we improve those skills to make the most that we can at that hour and a half or 2 hour window, the more we're going to want to do. So, so you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your team to kind of perfect that skill in helping your customers or your hostesses invite enough to increase her attendance. Now, next week, we're going to talk about not only the attendance, but how do you get the process of the invitation? Do we do a Facebook event? How do we talk to her? So we're going to get a little bit more in depth in that. But any questions on this? And then does this make sense? Is this helpful?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that I've mentioned that you feel like, okay, I haven't been doing that, I could add that in? Anyone?
No.
Okay.
I'm doing my shows a little unconventional.
I know you are, Emily. You're welcome to share that if you want to.
So just because of my daily profession, nights and weekends are really big for me because obviously doing real estate, it's when people are not working.
Yes.
So what I've done is I've partnered up with several of my mortgage companies and my title companies, and I'm doing a lot of like sip and shops during the day, and they provide the drinks and the snacks, and then, I get to set up and sell the jewelry. So it's working out great for me that direction. I've even have a title company that's sponsoring a Rangers suite at the ballpark for 42 people. It's costing me nothing. And they get to talk about their title company. I get to set up my jewelry, and we all get to watch the Rangers game and, fellowship and eat and have fun together. So I'm doing mine a little bit different than the traditional in-home, with women.
Yep.
I'm going to do a lot of one-on-ones, and I haven't had one-on-one lunch or breakfast that I have not received an order. So yeah, mine's a little bit different, and in regards to, them inviting people, it's me inviting people. So it really takes, the pressure and puts it on me to get, 20, 30 or 40 people there during the daytime or at a fun event, at night or on the weekends. So,
well, and Emily, okay, I have to share, I did an event at a real estate. I actually had a hostess who was a realtor, and she wanted to do it at their office.
uh-huh.
And she actually put the invitation, I guess there was an internal email system that she's with Ebby Holiday. And there's an internal email system, and there was like 110 realtors. Well, she also said she'd bring a lot of food. And I'm just going to say this, realtors love to be fed. Like, I've been in this business long enough. They love to be fed. It's like doctor's offices. I was in pharmaceutical sales for years. They love to be fed. And so we had the most amazing show. I think we sold $1,500 during the day at her real estate company. And so I think there's so much for anybody. Like, you don't even have to be involved in real estate, and you could go and do this. I mean, Karen, you're buying a house. Like, talk to your realtor,
Yes.
Talk to the title company. Like, those are great opportunities. But I will say, Emily, not everybody on your team will be doing it that way. So these skills and kind of listening, I'm glad you tune in to these calls, because it'll help you coach your people when they're struggling with attendance, or you're trying to help them get the most attendance or whatever, because they might not do it exactly like you do.
Correct.
So, okay, anybody else have a question or comment or anything? Emily, will you share how you're asking? Like if Karen wanted to ask her realtor or the real estate office or the title company, like how would you suggest she approach them?
Because every lady in this industry loves jewelry, and you put on a different look every day. So it's so easy, Karen, that it pretty much sells itself. But I've just gone in and said, hey, mortgage company, I'm doing a closing with you next week. And my side job is I sell houses during the day. I sling jewelry at night. Why don't I bring my jewelry by one day, have you take a look at it, and we'll set something up for the ladies in your office. Or we can do a nighttime event, like a happy hour. You sponsor the drinks. I'll make sure the jewelry is there, and we'll invite, both of us will take turns, inviting people and get a good show. So for me, it's just been that relationship. And, Karen, you have a good one with the people, because you're buying a house, you're closing it. So you have your mortgage company, your title company, and your realtor. And obviously they've earned your business because you've trusted them. So in return, I feel like that they would trust you back just with a simple, hey, let's partner up and do this together. Or I want to show my appreciation for what you've done for me. And let's, put a show together for a sip and shop.
The thing I think too that's great is that they're going to want to keep you happy by, trying to help your business as well. I have found with realtors that they're always looking for ways, and title companies, to stay in front of their clients. And so
yes.
Whether it's, whatever kind of event, it gives them a chance to invite their clients to wine and dine them or whatever. Even if the person doesn't end up getting to come, they received an email about it and they remember, Northwestern Title. Like it's like an opportunity for advertising. So that's something that you can mention when you're talking to these people. Like I know that you're all, realtors and title companies are always looking for ways to stay in front of their customers. This is a great way to do it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I know at our office, there is a different company that hosts our lunch every single Wednesday. We have a staff meeting from 11 to 12. And every single Wednesday, someone offers to bring in the food and the drinks, or just the food. And we, have bottled water at the office. And in return, you get like a 2-minute elevator speech window, and you can have your product or brochures out in the back. So I know other real estate offices do that as well. I don't know how often their office might have a lunch meeting, but they're always hosted by somebody, and it's an open door. And I know Angeline has been doing, in Plano, she's been doing a real estate office for several years, and that's what she does. She goes in and she sets up and, takes some snacks, and, they open that door for her, and then it's just a continual thing. So once you get in, Karen, it's a great opportunity just to keep going back.
So true. Well, that's such a good little nugget that was not planned for. And I appreciate it, because we all have those opportunities. We all know realtors, so, okay, you guys, I don't want to keep you any longer. I cannot appreciate, or not express my appreciation more of your participation and just the ideas. I'm so excited for convention. I'm so excited for these, for Founders Month, and seeing people earn those great little incentives. And remember, next week, and share with your teams, we're going to talk about basically the next steps of increasing that attendance, as well with the invite. My cat's down here, like tapping on me. She wants food, so she's distracting me. She's such a brat. But to help them increase the attendance by the invitation process, how you do it, how you text reminders, and talking to your hostess. So like I said, this skill is critical in this business. It will keep you in this business when you master it, because you're going to feel success as well as your team members. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you for all you do, and have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye. Careful, Kathy, on your trip. Have a safe trip.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.